Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Today we are talking about goods, what you can do if you don't have enough goods in your city, or you're exporting so many goods you're getting backed up trains and backed up trucks coming in from outside of your city, all of those sort of issues. So we're going to see how we can look at a city, how we can diagnose that problem, and what we can do to fix it. So to start off, we're just going to pop a little graphic on the screen. Now this is taken from the Cities Skylines paradoxwikis.com. If you want to look that up, you may have seen this before, but if you look over to the right hand side, the last section, on the top you have generic industry, which produces generic goods. That's what we're talking about, which go to commercial buildings. So that is where your citizens will go. They will buy their goods from all of the shops. On the bottom there, you also have unique factories, which also produce goods. These are called luxury goods, but again, these will go to your commercial buildings, which can be purchased by your citizens, and that will make you money. And here we are in our city. When we talk about generic industry, we're in the industry that's here, that you can just zone with your industrial zone. It's this normal yellow zone. And when we're talking about factories, we're talking about these big buildings like the lemonade factory, which produce, in this case, lemonade, but it's this little symbol here, this diamond looking blue circle thingy, which is the luxury goods, which will also be sent over to your commercial zones, your commercial buildings. It makes toys, but it's the same symbol, so these all count as goods. Now there is a tool in the game which can help you to see how your city is dealing with your goods. So if you go to your info views and go to your outside connections, here we go. So I've got a little bit of an extra information panel here because I'm using the mod Enhanced Outside Connections View. So that just gives me these little check boxes here so I can decide which ones I want to see, which ones I don't. So even if you don't have that mod, you will still have this little symbol at the top. So this shows you what you are importing into your city, all these different items here, and you can see that we're importing the most goods. Yeah, absolutely huge. Are we making extra goods? No, because we're only exporting 2 goods. Yeah, okay, and that will possibly be down to the shipyard here. This is one exception to that rule we just spoke about. When this makes a ship, obviously any ships that it makes are too big and too expensive for your normal citizen to purchase, so these are automatically exported out of the city when they are made, making you a ton of money like this. And there we go, the ship was made and sold and we put some money in the bank. Now back to our outside connections view as well. What is quite good with this view is you can see which buildings are importing the goods. So when you're planning your train stations, your cargo train stations, airports, traffic routes, all that sort of thing, you can look around your city. Let's turn off that to make it a bit easier. There we go. So you can look around your city and see which buildings, so we're looking at the goods up here, are bringing them in. So there's a few scattered around over here, and most of these are commercial buildings, as you can see, that are putting a shout out for the goods, and that will sort of change over time. There are some other commercial buildings around here, but they're not bringing in goods at this exact moment. But yeah, so that can help you to do some good planning. And then exporting, as we said, we're not really exporting any goods. So now we would like to try and solve this problem. At the moment, we're importing so many goods that is going to be costing us a lot of money. All of our shops are calling out, all of our commercial places are calling out for goods to give to the people of New Tealand, and we're not making enough. So what you will see is, for instance, sometimes over here, let's just go along this train line. So this train here, transporting cargo to cargo train terminal, so that's bringing in goods. Let's go a little bit further. These are all passengers. Yeah, normally there's like 50 goods trains coming down here, but you get the idea, and that can start blocking things up and causing a lot of traffic, which, by the way, is at 77% at the moment. So what can we do about that? Well, I don't really want to go around just chucking in a load of generic industry, although I am possibly going to just put some in there, because why the heck not? We've got that little space. And we do have some factories that are available to us. So if we have a look in here, we've got the printing press, we have the soft paper factory, and we have the modular house factory. Now, it's interesting to see that on the same wiki page, there's like a chart. We won't put that up on the screen. It's quite complicated, but the biggest producer of goods is the shipyard, and we said they just go out. Out of what we've got left here, so we've got the other ones in. The sneaker factory is number 2. Modular house factory is number 3. That's this one here. So that's the third biggest producer of goods we haven't got yet. We need a level 5 forestry for that. Soft paper is like at number 7, and I think this one's like at number 12 or something like that. But that needs a level 4 forestry. This needs level 5 forestry. So first of all, we need to build up our forestry industry. So let us come over here. Now we just click on this and then forestry area. So we've just got one, the tea tree wood production area. And that is spread. If we just have a look at our districts and our zone, there we go. So that literally is just here and nowhere else. I thought we had a couple of areas of that, but we don't. So let's take a look at this. Already we can see that this thing is struggling for raw forestry products. We've got fields here which are producing some. So we probably could do with some upgrades which we haven't done for a while. So let's just take a look at what options we have. Why is this popping up the traffic thing all the time? And yeah, see if we can get ourselves producing more goods. That is really weird. I don't know. Anyway, now I've just spotted a little mistake here, and I'm not sure anybody put this in the comments, but what you normally do with these is you have the item that is producing your goods. So this is producing the raw forestry products. Then you will have a warehouse yard to store those. Then they're being sent over here. Oh, that's the storage as well. Then they're being sent into here to make paper. Then the paper's being stored here, and then that will be taken out to our factories. But look what I've got this set at. Zoned industry forestry products. Ah, that is not what we want to do. We want this to be set to forestry products, which doesn't look like it is in the list here. No, it isn't. Okay, so we've put the wrong item down here. So what we're going to do is just pause the game a moment. We're going to delete this. We could have just sold those items, but we're not going to be bothering with that. Let's just remove those trees from there. Let's add some more trees in around here, because that always helps. There we go. So instead of that, we're going to put in one of these storage items. So we've got a small log yard, which is probably too big, which is a little bit annoying. Large log yard. Log yard. So we need to just make a little bit of space here. Let's just delete that road. We'll come back to that. Which is going to store the most 300,000, 400,000. It's a little bit smaller and it stores a bit more. So let's pop that in there and then fix our roads up. There we go. And that is going to now store raw forestry products. What? Oh yeah, that's correct. Yep, that's the raw. I got myself confused. Raw forest products, that is what we want. So that is what we want stored there. So as they come out of here, they'll be stored there. Then they can be taken over to here instead of the zoned ones. Yep. I've got that right. So that is going to help this run much better, because I don't know where it was getting its raw forestry products from, because it does have to be in a warehouse in between. So maybe stored somewhere else, I don't know. But anyway, that is going to help. So to get this up to the next level, let's see what we need to do. So for the next level, we've produced more than enough resources, probably to get all the way up to level 5. So that's no problem. It's now just getting in workers, and we need to have 550 workers, and we've got space for 556. So actually, we're probably okay. And what we can do is a little trick that we've done before, is sort of force the workers in. I'm going to put another forestry barracks over here. By doing this little trick. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that road there and upgrade this. This doesn't need to be such a big road. And then we're just going to bring this a little bit further along here. And then we're going to grab... Ooh, what key was that? Y. Okay. And we're going to grab that. And unfortunately, we can't fit it in there. Let's just make this land a little bit bigger. There we go, that should be okay. So that gives us some extra worker efficiency. I'm not sure actually whether that's going to force extra workers into our city or not. Let's have a look. No, it doesn't. We need to... So we've got space for more workers, but it hasn't sort of forced anybody extra in. Okay, what could we do? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll come back into here. So these are our small tree sapling fields, which are going to be these ones here. That's a plantation, sapling field. So 6,400 units per week. We were actually making, was it 8,000 over? And it was 8,000. We put some more trees around and it's gone up. So actually, I think we'll leave those okay. We probably could add, we don't need a sawmill because we've got this one. Yeah, of course, this one makes paper. So the sawmill could be good actually. So if we could squeeze that in somewhere over here. Oh, we've also got these as well. Look, medium tree plantations and a small one. Yeah, they're so hidden up there. I didn't spot them. Where could we pop this? I'm thinking maybe we want to sort of utilize this space over here, which we've already sort of guessed that might happen. Yeah, so we're going to just bring this road along here as a separate road so we don't sort of interfere with what's going on down there. And then we're going to add this in. Let's put it right on the end and we can have a bit of storage next to it. So that's going to make some plain timber. And we'll give that somewhere to go as well. Just a little bit of storage. Like that. There we go. We'll leave that on balance for now. And pop plain timber on there. Excellent. Let's give these lovely people some water. Okay, so that's going to have increased the amount of spaces we've got for workers. Now it's shooting up. Look at that. So it just instantly like draws more people in when we add stuff like that. So I'm just thinking we'll just add another one. And it's probably just going to push us over. Let's just add another one in there. And if we give that a second, 539. Let's do a bit of terraforming while we're waiting. And there we go. Barely 2 minutes later, we have now reached level 4. So that's given us access to the soft paper factory and all these other items here as well. So I tell you what I am going to do before we move across the other side of the city is add in the forestry maintenance building. So what's that going to give us? Increases the storage capacity of industrial buildings by 5%. Yeah, and that's fine. So we're going to find, oh, and that is actually pretty huge. So let's make a bit of space for that. There we go. Excellent. That'll do just in there. Very good. I'm just going to throw down a few trees around that just to sort of make that look a bit nicer. We'll give that some water. I think that across there will be plenty. Excellent. So having another look into here, as we said, plenty of resources to get up to level 4. Oh, this will be level 5 next. We need 800 spaces. And do you know what? We're so close. I think we're just going to get some more tree producing items over this side while we're here and just get that done. So let's just bring that up to there. I'm going to leave, I'm going to place down a ton of trees because we're going to build over this. Let's pop a straight road going up there. And what's the largest we've got? So we don't have access to that one yet. So we have a small tree. I think it's going to be this one, a medium, large. Let's go for that. Not in industry area. Okay. We can fix that. What's this one over here? Elk Meadows. That's a park, isn't it? So we'll take that out. Can't have parks and industry in the same place. How many of these could I fit in? Let's turn off anarchy. So I can go there and there. Excellent. Oh, I quite like the look of that. We might leave them like that. Terraform a tiny touch back here. There we go. They're all set up, ready to go. So what is that going to give us over here? 823 we've got space for. We only need to get to 800. So I reckon by the time we've popped in these other couple of factories, this area will be good to go. Okay, so here is our waterfront factory industry area that we've been building for the last 50 episodes, and most of our factories have been all this spot over here. But I would like to switch things up a bit. We're going to come all the way over to the other side of the city where we've been building, and we're going to do something in this little area just here. We've got a nice highway access, which is fantastic, and I don't see any reason at all why this can't turn into a nice little area with a couple of factories. So let's grab our industry road. I'm going to upgrade that, and if we actually just keep that. Okay, I'm going to pause while we do this. Let's go all the way to the end there, and let's have a look at what we've got in our factories. So first of all, we have the printing press. Now we have this soft paper factory, which is absolutely huge. I have no idea that was so big. So how big is this one going to be? I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. So this one here could probably squeeze in behind here. And what is that going to need? That is going to need paper and plastics. Okay. Do we have access to a railway line around here? We do. And it comes up and over the top and it swings round here. Could we put a cargo train thingamajiggy here that comes over the top and connects somehow to this? Yeah, I think that might be a good idea, actually. Okay, let's do that then. There we go. So we've got access coming in from each direction. I think that will be perfectly good. Looks like there's some trees on the line there. Let's move those out of the way. Excellent. So then we want to make sure that this can connect over here. And I'm just wondering whether we could bring that in, have a bridge, and then they can go around the roundabout and get into that area. Maybe that could be quite good. Let's see what we can do. There we go, that will do for now. Let's just get these hooked up again, and we'll do that one in a minute. We'll get electricity jumping over here in no time at all. So back to our factories. Let's pop... Oh, that's going to be a really tight squeeze right there by the roundabout. But actually, that is okay. So if you have a look at what this needs, it's going to need paper and plastic, and then the printed products are going to need to be stored somewhere as well. We're going to whack that up to 150%, make as much as we can. Maybe go for a couple of these small ones, I think would be good. So paper, plastic, and then we could just have that one as our last one for outputting as well. I think that would be a good idea. So let's set these up. And I'm going to put these on field and hope that we've got enough going on in our city. That one's going to be on empty because that's going to be sent out around the place. Yeah, hopefully we've got enough in our city, unique factory products, to fill these up. But if we haven't, we'll see what we can do about that. And then over here in this space, I would like to add in the other factory, the soft paper factory, which is just huge. So if we had that on a road there, we possibly could get that to fit. Maybe if we're lucky. Let's just see. So if I do something like, let's see, if I did something like that, would that give us anywhere near the sort of space that we need? It would do if that other road wasn't in the way. We could do that. Actually, that just overlaps nicely there. That's not too bad, is it? Let's grab that and have that go into there. Yeah, that's okay. And then this one here, I'm going to move that back. And we're going to have that. What I was going to try and do is fit some warehouses in here off of this road. Because again, we're going to need... Oh man, we're going to need loads. So we've got crops. Crops is tiny, so that's fine. Paper, petroleum, plastics. Well, two of those are over here already with our paper and our plastic. So it's just petroleum and crops. So actually, we should be fine. So what have we got that isn't too big? I want one that's going to store enough for me. I tell you what we're going to do. So we're going to bring that down there like so. Then we're going to pop one of these on the end like that. Yep, so that's going to be our... Oh, can I store petroleum in here? Yes, I can. Okay. So we're going to pop that on the field. And then we are going to grab, for our crops, we do need to use these. So, large grain silo. Yeah, there we go. And we'll put that on field as well. So that is, in this area, all the items we need. I'm just wondering whether 130 tons... 14 tons. Yeah, so if these fill up, that should be enough, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, excellent. Let's get the power hooked up. Looks like it's all hooked up, actually. Very good. So then all we need to do is unpause this. Get everything going again, and I might just do a little bit of tweaking here on the roads coming into this roundabout, because it's going to start getting busy. So let's get our asymmetric, is that the one there? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Isn't there an actual asymmetric industry road? Yeah, I think there was in network extensions. Whoops, but we don't actually use that anymore, do we? So we'll go with these ones here. I'm just going to line that one up a bit better there. Yeah, there we go. So let's grab that road. Oh, we've done that one. That one I'm going to do as well. And I'm going to do this one. So I think that'll be okay. And oh, we've got no water here. Let's just pause a second. Let's just move that back. Excellent. Oh, yes. No water at all. Where's the nearest water connection? There we go. Water and power. Whoops. And then this one over here needs some power as well. For now, until we do any other building here, we're just going to hook that in to there. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so having these set up like this are going to perhaps make it easier coming out onto the roundabout. I sort of want to upgrade these to 3 lanes because I know it's going to get pretty busy. So if we go for 3-lane one-way road with double parking, nope, nope, no parking. That is the one we want. So we're going to go for that, and that. Excellent. Then we're going to go to traffic manager. Oh, we haven't done this for a while. Control shift left click, dedicated turning lanes, give way signs, all the good stuff. And as you can see, people are coming in now, dropping off items. So these are waiting for plastics. Let's have a quick look at our spawn points in here. So that is literally right there. Could I move this? Let's just go back. Let's go this way. I want it to come up this drive here. How far back can I go? Yeah, see, that is too far. So if you go back too far, and can I hover around it? There we go. Look, we can see it needs to meet up with this road. So we need to just go forward once, and that's about as far away as we can get. And I quite like that one. So that's good. Did that automatically save? Yes, it did. And then this here. Oh, yeah, this is going to get super busy while it fills up. What about this one? Where's the spawn points on here? All at the front. Where would that come in? I mean, we've got like these sort of... Yeah, I mean, anywhere in here would be good, wouldn't it? So maybe let's just move this one back and over a little bit. Yep, there we go. That one will be fine. That's fine. These will be just sort of right in the front, won't they? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, we can move it back a bit if we really want. They can sort of go in the doorway, but I don't think that's necessarily necessary. Excellent. So now it's just waiting for these to get enough goods to produce all the things they want with hopefully... There we go. Look at all these guys coming in, bringing all the stuff from the cargo train terminal. Excellent. That is also what we wanted. So what I'm hoping these are going to do is not get in each other's way when they come out. Let's just wait a minute until we get a train coming in. Watch it from this direction and see what happens. I'll be honest, I've been waiting here for ages for a cargo train to come along and nothing's come along. But we know they're working because we saw that truck that said it was. So, what have we got? Yeah, this is making stuff already, which is fine. A bit short on the old paper and plastic, so it might be a bit of a wait to get those over. But everything else... filling up well. So excellent. So that is going to be producing more goods. It might be that we need to let that run for a while, but wow, look at that already. We've shaved off. I mean, what was the figure at the beginning? 6,400 or something? So a couple of thousand off of our goods. That is absolutely brilliant. And you know what? In a little area like this, I would perhaps even just add in a few small little... Let's go down here as well. Just a few small little industry. Let's bring this out. There we go. That can be the same height as that. Just a couple of buildings. It adds to the look of the area. In fact, we're going to bring a road up here. Let's go like this. We're going to come off there. How shall I do it? I come off there and then go along there. There we go. And we can fill that in. Let's get rid of that. Let's put some buildings around there. Yeah, just a couple of extra buildings. How's our electrical connections going? Yeah, they're not. Let's add that in there. Is that okay? We've got plenty of production. Please be okay. I don't want you to all have a lack of electricity. Ooh, they're thinking about it. They're, like, 1 minute they're liking it. Next minute they're not liking it. Was that a one-way road I just put in there? I think it was, wasn't it? Let's just upgrade that. There we go. Excellent. Really? Still not happy about the electricity? What is wrong with my electricity setup? Okay, you're going to go into there, which we can see is connected across there. Okay, couple more turbines. Everybody's happy. Good. So what I'm going to do is leave this running for a while. There we go. The traffic's going okay. I'm not too unhappy with that. Oh, there's a cargo train. We missed it. Excellent. Oh, look, everybody's coming out, and they are going around here to turn around to leave. That is exactly what I want them to do, apart from that guy there. Well, thank you very much, but as long as it's not causing a blockage. Yeah, that's funny. Look, they're doing it, even though they don't have to. That is really weird. I'm happy that they're doing that. I'm not going to complain. Okay, and then we'll see how we can affect our goods importing and exporting. So one of the things, or two of the things, that our new factories are struggling for is paper and plastics. And we're over here in our oil industry, and I'm trying to sort of work out why I'm struggling for plastics, because the buildings that we have here for making plastics are filled up with oil, so they shouldn't have any problems making plastic. There's plenty of oil in there, plenty of oil in there, plenty of oil in there. We have oil stored for days. So what is happening after that? We've got even more oil stored in there. So that's our petroleum coming from these guys, which is, yeah, not much in there either. So what I'm thinking is happening, and the same, I'll change this in petroleum as well, is our storage here for plastic is set to empty. So our freight trucks are basically going out, and they don't always take it to the places that need plastic. They will just take it outside the city and sell it. So whether that's themselves driving outside the city, and think how far that is to go down the road, all the way out, all the way back again, or they're perhaps going to a cargo train terminal. Whatever they're doing, it's a long way. So I'm going to put these on fill because we want to use the plastic in our city. Petroleum wasn't a problem, but now I've spotted this. I'm going to put that on fill as well. We've got lots of petroleum producing items. What have we got over here? Plastics, again on empty. I'm going to put that on fill. And I'm just wondering whether we could add another one of these just round the back here. Let's line that up as best I can. Nap the cracker plant. There we go. Excellent. And see if we can just keep this going, because we've got so much oil. That's going to give us some more workers as well. What is this area? This area is 5-star already, so that was pretty easy to get to that. And I'm wondering, I mean, we've got only 45 tons being stored in there, so I'm just going to pop down a larger warehouse. What are these? 130,000, yeah. Just something, that's far too big. Just a nice little small one. These are quite good. What do these hold? 43,000, 100,000. Yeah, there we go, look. Yeah, that can go. Let's go there. That's better. So we're going to pop that to fill and pop that to plastics as well. So, I mean, you can come through here. We've got a lot of storage doing the same stuff, which is all going to cost us money, but maybe I'll go through that another time. But at least now we know we're going to be keeping our plastics to come over to our new factories. And then for paper, over here at Tea Tree Wood Production, which is creeping up to 800, or not many more to go, we've got the same thing. This is pumping out the paper. We've got tons of raw forestry products available to us, but our paper is set to empty, so I'm going to put that on filled as well. I'm not entirely sure whether that's going to fill up first before it goes anywhere, or whether you're still going to get the calls out to factories that need it. I guess we will find out. But definitely that's going to work a lot better. And then we've got plain timber. Got that on balance, you see. That was a much better idea. I'm going to put that on field. And that's making plain timber. I'm just wondering whether we could do with another paper factory. We can't put it up there. We could perhaps squeeze that down there. Is that one? Let's just check. What is the best one we've got available? So it probably is that, isn't it? The biomass pellet plant. Could I fit that in there? I probably could with a bit of hawky-balkiness. Let's have a look. How far out does that go? Oh, it's like a river there, isn't it? Okay, let's just pause a sec. Let's just delete those power cables. Let's put Anarchy on and pop that in there. Eek! Yeah, no, that's not going to fit in, is it? I'll tell you what we could do is just move all of this back a touch. There we go, and now we've got that there. Let's just put another, where's my warehouse? There's another little warehouse next to it. Let's go for the slightly bigger one. I do like that one. That looks cool. So we'll just put this on field and paper. There we go. Excellent. Oh, this also needs raw forestry products. Where's the nearest storage of those? That is all the way over here as well. So I'll tell you what, we'll just add another one in. There we go. And we'll put that on field because it's all going to be used here for our forestry products. And I've done the same thing as last time. I've set that to the wrong thing. So we're going to grab that building over there, pop that down here. And that is what we want in there. So we're going to fill that up. And they're going to come look straight out of here into there and then into this little setup. Excellent. So hopefully now, if you come all the way back across to the other side of the city, which is looking a bit of an orange haze on here, isn't it? That these should now start to fill up, which is what we want. So to get our last factory, we are still waiting for tea tree wood production to increase. And I've added in a couple of extra things, a small tree plantation, another one over here that's I've made look like a greenhouse. And we're slowly getting there. We're like 30 away now. But I want to just show you something. It's a little bit cheesy, but it is something you could do to try and boost your workers. And I sort of alluded to this earlier, and we didn't sort of really do much with it. Let's just, I'm going to chuck some stuff down, and then I'm just going to sort of get rid of it. Where's my bridge menu? There it is. So if we go like this over the water, there we go, and then we go back straight again. Like that, so we'll just make that come all the way down here. There we go. That is not straight. What's going on? Let's upgrade that. When I say straight, I mean flat. It's perfectly straight. You know what I mean. There we go. Excellent. And then what we're going to do is just chuck a load of forestry buildings down the side here. I mean, they could literally be anything. Let's just go for that. So let's chuck in a couple of these. Turn off anarchy, and then they won't overlap. And our overall job positions is going to shoot right up. Look, well over 1,000. But there we go. That's what happened. So every time you place one, it doesn't say we've now got 20 extra job spaces. Let's wait to attract some more people. It literally brings in more people randomly out of nowhere. So if you want to cheese it a little bit and get to the next level, that's one way to do it. What I am going to do, so now we've got the modular house factory, the bigger pulp mill, and the large tree plantation, is I'm going to keep these and integrate them into this build, but I'm not going to do that now. What I really wanted, for the sake of this video, was to get the modular house factory. So let's jump into here. And by the way, let's take a quick look at our goods before we do that. We're down to 3,311 being imported, which is fantastic. And here we go. We've got our modular house factory, the biggest production, or the second biggest, wasn't it, after the ship. So but the biggest that can actually be used in your city rather than just automatically exported. So we want to get this set up, and this needs plain timber, plastic, glass, and metals. So that's going to be a big job. Okay, so there we go for now. I've just popped down some of these little warehouses, which I really like. We've got all of those set up. And just for today, we'll come back and we'll be building out this area and detail it better. I've just popped some trees around it. I just noticed over here as well, we're getting a lot of these like red brick buildings, which are actually really cool. I like those. What's the measurement on those? It's like 2 by 2. Huh. Okay, worth keeping that in mind. We've got some slightly different ones over here, which are a bit bigger than 2 by 2. Yeah, I like that. Excellent. Okay, so I've also been putting in, as you can see, our normal industry. Like we said, they're going to be producing goods as well. But this is just going to take a bit of time to get these to fill up. And yeah, let's pop that to 150%. And again, I think we're going to have to go through all of our industries to try and beef up the production of all these different items to keep all of our factories humming all the time, because this one's short on paper and plastic yet again, but that's going to be an ongoing thing. But let's let this run a bit. Let's let all of these fill up. We're going to get lots more cargo trucks coming in. By the way, these sorts of items here that we want to come in, these special goods, cannot be imported. As it says there, they have to be produced locally, but they can be exported. So the trains that was waiting to come in were from other areas in our city. That was the idea. Okay, right. I'll let this run and then we'll come back for a final look to see how everything is doing. Right, time has gone past. You can probably see by looking at the date in the corner. I don't know how many years have passed, but I've just been off to have a nice Zoom chat with my family, see how they're all doing. This is my extended family, not the people that actually live in my own house. You know what I mean? And yeah, let us look at the figures. So the change in our goods has been pretty good. Pun intended. Before we were importing 6,480 goods. Now we're only importing 3,227. So that is fantastic. So that is 640. You know, that is more or less half, isn't it? Half the amount of goods. And overall, we were importing a total of 9,173 goods. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're obviously importing less of these as well, aren't we? I don't know what those figures were, but anyway, overall, we've had a nice drop, which is really, really good. I don't think exporting would have changed much, no. So I don't think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine until we've stopped importing goods and we're making an absolute ruck ton and there's some that we don't need, then we'd start exporting goods, wouldn't we? I'm assuming that's how it would work. But that is pretty darn good. I didn't check how much money we were making each week before because, as you know, it fluctuates so much with the industry DLC. It's hard to see. But there's definitely some tweaks I could make. I mean, look, my expenses of factories and warehouses is huge because I put warehouses everywhere. I love lots of warehouses, but we've grown. I mean, we're at nearly 82,500 population. I'm really pleased with that. So there you go. If you're having problems with not enough goods in your city, or you're importing so many that you're getting traffic problems and train problems, then this is one of the things you can do. Even if you don't have the industry's DLC, so you can't produce goods through the factories like I have, then make sure you've got enough industry and also the industry specializations that you can do as well, and make those goods. Do you want the metro in your city humming like this? Well, I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot, fix and build a better metro system. We're going to use New Tealand as an example, and we are going to get our mass transit bouncing. Look at it. Stick around to find out how. Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines with me, Biffa, and here we are in New Tealand, our modded city, and today we're going to be working on our train lines. Our trains are super busy. There are trains everywhere. There are people everywhere riding bikes to get on the trains. It is so busy. We need to do something. And I wanted just to show you, if we come out of this view and take an overhead view, here we go. We're outside the train station. And if we just zoom out a little bit, we can see there are so many trains coming in. Now, in our city, this is the only station that allows intercity trains to come in. So for those that don't know, we've got trains that run between stations inside your city, And then the intercity trains are the ones that come from outside of your map. They're sort of imaginary cities that you've never seen, and people come in and visit your city. Tourists come in on these ones quite a lot as well. So as we can see, this station pretty busy. There are loads of trains coming and going. There's loads of trains queuing up on this line as well. You see all these orange trains down here. Now I just spotted something a little bit odd with all of these orange trains, which are the intercity trains. Let's just click on here and have a look. 0 passengers, out of space for 240. What about this one? 0 passengers, out of space for 240. What about this one? Zeros. Yeah, you can see where this is going. If we follow this all the way down here, look at all these people just standing around waiting for trains. This is something we set up on a previous episode. Obviously, we do this with mods. To stop the trains getting in each other's way, we've got a one-way in and a one-way out. And it works fine, but we just seem to have this problem here with so many people. There's one extra outside connection on the map. Let's just zoom along here. Here we go. We've got the trains coming in and out on these 2 lines. And this one as well, look, has got all these people building up. They're just coming in their droves. And I'm pretty sure these are all tourists. Yeah, tourists. Oh, there's a resident there. But all the red ones are tourists. So there's so many tourists going to different places. And then eventually, when a train comes along, well, that's a cargo train. So I don't think they're going to be jumping on that train. Unless they're Huckleberry Finn. Nope, it's gone. Let's wait for a passenger train to arrive. Here we go. We're back over at the other side again. This train has just arrived. Oh, there we go. He's moving off. And what has he got in there? 17 passengers out of 2. Why not all of these passengers? I don't know. So these trains are coming in like pretty constant. And they're literally just picking up a bare handful of people. So I wanted to see if I could fix this on camera, just in case anybody else has this issue. And also what we're going to do today is I'm thinking of changing out... possibly stopping this being either the only intercity train terminal, train station, or turning it off here and moving it somewhere else, because on this line here we have so many trains. Let's do it this way. We can see that the train line is red going up here, and we've got all of our cargo trains and they're all getting mixed into one. Whereas if we come over here, we've got this island and this space here where our main train line comes in, and it splits off down here, and we could utilize this space, access to the highway here, nothing else built. That could work quite well. And then where the other one comes in here, these 2 lines, so this one comes down and joins here with this one as well. So I want to follow this line. I just realised where we are, out by the airport. Yeah, so this comes down here through the mountain, comes along here, round to the junction we were at before, then straight along, and then, yeah, they can come down here. This might get super busy, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I think that's what we're going to do. But first of all, I just want to make sure we haven't caused a problem here with our... let's just get our train rail. So we've got this one coming in and that one going out. Whether I just need to monkey with a little point to move this one, just like, you know, a little bit like this, a little bit back or a little bit forward, just to see. I think these guys are probably all going to move up. Whether they're just sort of caught, and if resetting them like that, yeah, this train's a bit unhappy. Let's just see what that train did. 0. It might just be they're bugged out and we just need to delete them and start again. So let's just watch this one. He's picking up 8. He seems to want to pick them up here. I wonder whether he's only picking them up at one end. If we just got this and not moved it back a bit. So they're all going to move back again. He's thinking hard about driving through that. There we go. Yeah, they're a bit... maybe that is the wrong place to put it. Oh, is that quite a few got on there? 240 got on this time. Okay, let's wait for the next train. Hopefully it'll be lined up better than that one. You can go now. Yep, there we go. Thank you. Next one. 167. That is better. I think it was where this little node was. Let's just check one more. I mean, it's definitely more than like the 5 and stuff we were getting before. 240. I think we've solved it. I think we've solved it. There's some sort of inbuilt gaming code that means if this node here is too far away, even though we made it further away to fit the train in, there we go, they got 240. It was too far away to pick up the people. So I think we have now solved this build up over here, but that's not going to solve the amount of trains that we've got. Let's just make sure that this all goes down. Okay, well, I would definitely say we're sort of keeping up with it. There's not as many people here. Doing a quick head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. And they're not all tourists. Now we're getting a mixture, although we're not getting any trains coming in now. But yeah, I think that... Oh, there we go. There's a cargo train. And then what I might just do is make sure in our other connection, which is down here. There we go. Actually, these seem to be okay now, don't they? Yeah, there's not that many there. Okay, that's good. Well, I'm glad we've solved the the huge stampeding problem of too many people over here. But I think... Do you know what? I think... I just had a thought. I like to think. You know, I like to use my brain. On our policies, there is a city planning policy that boosts outside connection. And you know what? Funnily enough, we don't have it turned on. I think that would be maybe even worse because it increases by 20% and costs 10,000 a week. We probably could possibly afford that, but I think we'll leave this as it's going and hopefully our trains can keep on top of that. But I think the fact we've only got 2 connections in our entire city is a bit of a problem. It's a shame. So we've got nothing over this side of the map because there's nothing there. I mean, we could pop in like an underground connection, or we could add in... I mean, this is another option. Something I'm pretty sure we don't have in our city is this one here, the harbour, which would just bring people in as well. Yeah, I've just double checked around the city. We don't have a harbour. So I'm wondering whether adding that in would also help to bring in more tourists via another option. I mean, of course, we do have our airports. There's not many people coming in via that at all, which is rather weird. So maybe we'll look at that as well. Right, let's get stuck in to sorting out this area here. Now, which train station do we want in here? So we've got all of our new ones, but these are all quite small. We've got our public transport hubs, and we haven't used in this city the multi-platform end station, which I think would be very good. It's similar sort of in the way it's set up with the glass box transport hub with all the different lines coming in and going out. And I'm just thinking, is this the best place for that? Yeah, I've changed my mind. Instead of over here, I basically just picked that because there was space there and I thought, why not? You can see we've got our 2 connections here and here. I'm wondering whether in the middle would be a better spot. So this line sort of comes up this way and we can branch off to here. This one comes up and goes to the other station we've got, but it comes up here and we could branch off. And then maybe what will happen is the trains coming from the outside of our city will sort of split between a hub here and a hub up there. So I'm thinking this spot down here, which will also give us a good transportation connection with our airport, our metropolitan airport over here, and also our Metro Plaza station, who never wants to keep its name every time I change it, the Tarantula station. So it's definitely going to be over here. So we need to sort of work on our train lines. But let's put this down first. So, I mean, we could have this one actually. Do you know what? Because it comes in from 2 directions. Yeah, let's do that. So this is a Sunken Island platform metro station. Is that actually connected? It is. So maybe let's go next to this. We'll leave that one there. We'll just build a little something out here and then connect to that. I'm going to go with one-way roads. So let's get that smack up against there. Bet if we anarchy that in, it'll work. Let's get right to the end. And we're going to go out like that. Yeah, that'll be good. Is that a... Oh, it's a 1 lane. I wanted 2 lane. Let's just change that. There we go. So they can go left and right at the end. That's what I want. Make sure we've still got the giveaway. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, everything is fine. Good. And then if we pop this off the back here, And if we could sort of line that up, yeah, perfectly in the middle, then we've got all these different platforms which we can hook into. Yeah, that'll be good. And I'd like these. Let's just have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm just thinking this is going to be complete overkill with the amount of lines that we've got coming in and out of here, with the amount of rails. But I don't mind that, to be honest. I just really like the way this looks. So what I'm going to do is try and hook all these up. I'm going to have this as the main one coming out here, and then we'll just try and hook all of these up to go into here. That actually turned out okay, didn't it? I didn't think that would look all right. So we've got 1200 on that side. So let's do the same over here. Yeah, something didn't quite match up the same, did it? Oh, let's do that. It looks the same on both sides. Yeah, okay. We're gonna trust that it is the same. Let's make that 180. There we go. I think that's near enough. And then these two lines. Oh, we need to. It's like a fan, doesn't it? Just thinking of tea-related, fan-related. Any names you could think of that sort of reflect this shape? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. You know what to do. Right, let's just see if we can hook these up. So this one here is going to have a bit of a... Yeah, I think here would be a good place to branch off. Maybe here. So if we sort of go like that, then it can come down, can't it? We can always smooth out that slope later. And then I'm wondering whether just to bring this one underground and then to come up there. That might just be the easiest way of doing it. So let's see what we can do. There we go. So something like that would be okay. Let's just smooth this out a bit. We're going to go to our tool up here. This one here, Network Multi-Tool. That's the one. We'll grab the set slope mode and we're going to slope from there to there. Yes, that is quite steep. That is still quite steep. Okay, let's go from here to there. Oh, it can't because it's past there. Yeah, I think we might just need to lift this up a bit. So let's go into tunnel mode. Let's grab that node there. Actually, that can't go any higher, can it, because of the ground? We might just have to live with that. I'll possibly come back and try and level this out a bit. But for now, let's just get this done. So this one over here, we want to get underground again. And we're going to just spread that out a bit and go down a bit as well. There we go, just to flatten that out. Excellent. So that's going to come in for that way. And then this one here can also split off here and I think go into a tunnel as well. It will just keep the lines out of the way. And I know I normally don't like to do all my tunnels and things and rails underground. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to go underground? Nope. You're going to ever go underground? What's going on? There we go, underground. I know I normally like to keep things above ground where I can see them. Just makes it more interesting. But I know this is going to get super busy under here. So where are we trying to get to? We're trying to get to over there. With buildings and all sorts of stuff. So let's leave ourselves with the space. So then we're going to come there, I think. And just basically go onto there. Yeah, that'll be okay. Let's just straighten that out. Yeah, that's okay. Slips around there, goes down into a tunnel, goes underneath, and appears in here. Excellent. So let's give these people some water. They've been very patiently waiting for that. There we go. Electricity over here. Yeah, we've got that hooked in, which is great. So they can come out of here. And is there a metro connection on here? There is. We've got that metro and this metro. I'll be honest, that just seems redundant now, doesn't it? So I'm going to remove that one. And let's just connect up to this one instead. Yeah, I need to look at the slopes of all my metro lines again. We'll sort that out. Excellent. So that's now hooked into here. Power has gone. So let's get that in just for now. We'll go for a temporary connection there. Very good. So we've got this one set to be intercity trains, which is good. At the moment, they're probably not going to come flooding in. It's going to take a while for all the people waiting at these two connections, yeah, to be picked up and go. Let's check this one over here. And for new ones to come in with a different destination needed. There we go. These aren't too bad. Look, 240 being picked up. Excellent. So you might just need to let that run for a bit. So while we're talking about that, let's just come back over here. Had a few comments in the last episode about people not being able to get in here. And yes, that looks like it. People can't turn here. Renowned. Okay, very good. Is that because I've set something up wrong? Let's do a control left click there. There we go. So now we get a lane coming in that way. And this one here is the same. Yeah, there we go. So nobody could get in. Yeah, it's still not turning, is it? Let's do control left click. Okay, we'll do it this way then. So we'll add a turn in there. And we'll add a turn in, not that one, this one. There we go. So people can now get in off of this road, whereas before they must have been taking all these little side roads and things. And that'll... Oh, there we go. We've got some students in here. Had a few questions as to why I didn't add that university into this zone, which you sort of can do, but I wanted to keep my universities separate and just have people over here come to this one. Just a choice. So let's take a look at our Tarantula station. I have had some issues with this. It doesn't seem like people are coming down here. Look, we've got steps. There's nobody in here. And there's a lot of metro lines coming and going. In fact, if we just have a look at our metro lines, we can do a little bit of troubleshooting. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming in and out of here. So let's have a look and see if we can spot these ones. So number 1 doesn't, number 2. So number 2 comes in and out of here. It has 2 stops with 0 passengers. Same with number 3. Same with number 8. Number 9 doesn't. Number 10. Same with number 10. Number 11 works. So we have more vehicles. We have some people. That's the one that goes to the airport, I think. Number 12 has lots of people on it. And that is at the end. Okay, so what is the problem with these? Let's have a look at line 2 first of all. So we turn all of those off and just put line 2 on and we follow that. So that comes in here. That comes along this way. And where does that actually go? So it comes up to here and that's it. Is that the last place it stops at? Okay. So I'm now wondering whether... let's take that. There we go. So this side of the metro doesn't connect anywhere. Whether we could add another connection in the middle. So this line comes straight through the middle here. It would just seem silly not to have a metro connection in. I thought we put a metro connection in here. Doesn't look like we did. So maybe we could connect this one up here. Yep. The mayor is going to say we're going to connect up a new metro right in here to make use of this line. Where would be where would be a good spot for it? Yeah, I think this side here is probably about the nearest we're going to get. We've got a school there. Let's turn off anarchy. Yeah, we've got a school right there. So let us hook into that. It's going to change the shape of our lines, which I so meticulously built, but that's fine. There we go. That wasn't actually as bad a change as I thought. And then we'll give that a second to rejig itself. If I can find the line over here, I can actually add a stop in that direction. And I'm going to add a stop in the other direction as well, if it'll let me. There we go. Excellent. They're very happy. So that is now going to give the people here an option to get over to our main metro hub. And also give them an option to come down here where we've got our library, we've got a park, we've got access to all of this good stuff, which is nice. Excellent. So hopefully that one will increase. Could we name these as we go along? So that is going to Dean Square. So if that is just Tarantula to Dean Square, I think that would be okay. So let's come back into here. And into here. That was number orange. Metro line number 2. So if we just go T to Dean Square. Number 4, we've got 2 vehicles on there. 1 vehicle on there. I'm going to up that as well. To, yeah, let's pop 2 vehicles on there. And we've got some people waiting already. Excellent. Okay, that's good. So we'll leave that one going. What's the next one to fix? Let's come over here to see. It's easier when we're here. There we go. Excellent. So what's the next one? So this time it's Metro line number 3, which starts right there. That goes all the way out with no other stops. I think that is our problem. We've built these with like going from one place to another place and no stops in between. And that comes all the way out to here underneath. What is that actually connected to? Because it looks like that is the metro connection. Oh, it's above ground, isn't it? That's what it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, of course. So let's go back into this view. Yes, that's fine. So that comes onto this side. Just the way that looks here just looks a bit different. Oh, I've got an underground metro there. I've got an underground metro going there, and then I've got the above metro here. Of course, of course, of course. Does this actually go anywhere else? It does, but I think I've got another line there. So I'll tell you what, let's follow this one back. So that one comes past Laurel Park and here. So could we put a stop in the middle here to service both of these? Because this gets a lot of visitors and this lovely big park as well. And then we've got these tall buildings over here, so lots of shopping and all of that sort of stuff. We've got a gap right there. Let's fill that gap in. So I think if we can fit something here, that would be great. Facing the right direction almost would be better. I don't want the above ground one. I'd like it to come out on a road and sort of face along here. Yeah, I mean, even that isn't quite how I would like it, but it might be that we can make that work. Actually, I've just moved it over here with the Move It mod, and then what I'm going to do is grab this road here, and I'm going to move that. If you can stop jumping around, that would be great. I'm going to move that alongside here as well, and we're going to do it that way. Let's move this up into the middle, and I think that is going to work much better. Let's just pause while we delete this line here. There we go. And then can I move that back a little bit more? Why is it not letting me move it? Grab. There we go. No. Get it third time. There we go. So I'm going to put that there. So that's lined up here nicely. Let's get underground. Connect that up. Let's go straight. Connect that up. Slope too steep. Oh yeah, we've got all this weirdness with the everything going down too low. Let's go back a bit then and go to there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. This is probably going to say the same thing, so I'm going to delete that one. Look into there and get to there. Yeah, excellent. And then we just need to move our road again. Yeah, that's probably not quite lined up straight, but I'm fine with that. That's okay. So let's look at our lines. There we go. The yellow line will sort itself out in a second, and then we can add, there it is. Let's add a stop that way and a stop that way. So that now gives people down here access to the shops, access to the academic library. And where else does it come past? It actually comes very close to this line here, but that's a separate one. But we've got this section, which is huge. This place. Should we have a stop down here as well? It just seems silly not to have stops now at these all the way along. Again, lots of shopping, lots of stuff going on here. Yeah, so let's utilise this little spot in here. If we go back to our normal above the road, we'll grab a 1U. Yeah, this one here will be okay. Let's go road. Oh, actually, do I want to build off of here? As this is a busy main road. I feel like I don't want to, but then I also feel like I do want to. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. We'll see how it goes. I may end up moving it. We're going to stop doing that. Thank you. We're going to move that down to there like that. And then we'll make sure that here we've got dedicated lanes going in and anybody coming out of here is giving way. I mean, I could have built it off of this road up here, but I don't want to. We're going to pop this in here. Slope too steep. What is wrong with this piece of land? And level this out up here. And also we've got a line coming through there. Oh no, it's further away than you think. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. We're going to pop that right there. We're going to pause the game. You can see the difference in height. Look how low these lines are down there. That is just insane. Okay, let's just delete all of these and hook this up. There we go. I think that's fine. And again, let's add some stops here. Where's the line? There it is. So if we do that, drag that one in, and then we'll do one going the other way as well. Excellent. They're all happy. And then as it comes up through here, I mean, we're almost at the Tarantula station. I don't want to add another one there. We've got this one here. So I think that'll be fine. Oh, autosave. Quick sip of tea. There we go. So we need to rename this. So that is going to be T2, and that's coming all the way over here to this main station. So T to glass, we'll just call that one. Yep, excellent. There we go. And what have we got on there? We've got, oh, look, that other one we did, look, already got 84 on it. Fantastic. So let's up that to, I'm going to put 3 on that one, and we'll see how that one goes. Okay, so that was T to glass box. Right next to it, we have Metro Line 8 with no people on it. So let's turn that one on and see where that one goes. So that splits off on a separate line, comes parallel to this line, then verges off, goes past a similar area, so maybe a stop this end, joins up to our courthouse. Very cool. And stops there. Oh, okay. Even though it comes all the way round to this underground one. Okay, well, that's something that needs to be fixed, isn't it? So let us add another stop over here first. We've got this stop here, but I think if we pop this one... Actually, do we need another stop in there? I think if you're going to come from up here to here, you're going to take this one, the line we've just done, rather than this line. But I think this definitely, we could have a stop right here. Look, there's a load of people that want to come there. So how about we do that? How about we add this, loops around there, and then comes up here? I think that'll be good. Let's get above ground and take a peek into here. Yeah, something along... Oh, there's a fence there, isn't there? We've got a big parking lot here. If I could squeeze it in... There's not a fence there, is there? If I could squeeze it in there, I can. It's going to destroy whatever that is, a path. Well, let's try not to destroy the path. Let's turn off that. There we go. I think the path was far enough away for it not to be a problem. But that tree wasn't, apparently. Let's grab that tree. There we go. Let's grab that tree. There we go. Excellent. That's good. That is right opposite. I want a crossing there. So let's go back to our... network multi-tool, no, node controller. We're going to add a node there. There we go. It's now a crossing. And there's a bus stop right there. There are a lot of cars coming and going. So we're going to make that a crossing with the traffic light. So this is what I'm looking for. There we go. Excellent. That'll be good. Right, let's get that hooked in. There we go. So that's all hooked up. So I'm going to grab this stop here and drag it all the way down here, which is where it should have been going in the first place. And then we're going to add a couple of stops here. There we go. One in that direction. And come on, one in that direction. And then where we took the stop from, we'll add a couple of stops there in each direction. And then that we're bypassing that because we've got this one here. And then straight back into Tarantula Station. So that is also going from T to glass. But what I'm going to call that one instead is that is also going to the basketball arena, which is by Maple Garden. So we'll call that T2 Maple. There we go. Excellent. And then we've got one on there. I'm going to up that to 3 as well. And let's just maybe keep an eye on these stops here for a second, see whether anybody wants to start jumping on this metro. Yeah, we're slowly getting some more people on here. I'm thinking, actually, unless there's a sporting event going on, it's probably not going to get that busy. I'm going to pop that down to 2. And I think that'll be all right. Right, let's check out our next line. Okay, that was T to Maple. We'll turn that one off. Line 9 somewhere else. Line 10 has no people on it. Okay, let's turn that one on. We're going to adjust the colour. There we go. We'll just make that one a light blue. Right, so let's follow this one and see where that goes. So that comes from here, comes all the way out, all the way round to our airport, which also seems to not be having many people coming in. Okay, all right, I'm going to leave that one because I've got something else in mind that I want to do in a moment. So that was line 10, wasn't it? How many trains we got on there? 2 or 2 metros. Yeah, let's rename that one then. So that's going from glass to Metropolitan. Yeah, I'm going to change it to that. I'm sure we had something like that before, but I can't remember. So that was number 10. So that is T to Metropolitan. Nah, I don't like it. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? Let's go back to what it was before. Metropolitan. There we go. Excellent. Okay, and I'm going to leave that at 2, and we'll talk about that one in a moment. Okay, next is 11. So let's just change the colour on that to something else. There we go. So that one starts here, goes out on another line, shoots all the way out to this stop, which isn't connected. So we'll connect that up. And then it comes all the way over here to our new area, Primrose Tea Hill. And then it goes all the way down over here to our Pavarotti Opera House, which was mentioned. Pavarotti Opera House. I think that's how you'd spell his name. We're going to go with that. That was some excellent suggestions for that one. Just adjusted that. It is Pavarotti. There we go. Pavarotti Opera House. Thank you for that name suggestion. Also, this was pretty, I would say, split opinion on having this right next to here. But as I said, when I built this, they've got extra insulation to keep away the sound of the very infrequent metro that comes along here. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, considering that comes over to somewhere that is pretty popular, I would expect to see more people using this, but unfortunately we don't. So I think what we'll do with that line is we'll leave it as it is, because we've got all the connections that we need in there at the moment, and then when we get this area built up and this one connected, we'll probably get a lot more people using it. But we shall name that one, which is T to Pavarotti. I feel like there should be 2 T's in there. Do you know what there is? There's 2 T's in there. Pavarotti. There we go. T to Pavarotti, which means I also need to come over here and add an extra T into this. Pavarotti. We're going to spell somebody's name slightly incorrectly for comedy effect. Let's spell it right. Okay, excellent. So that made sense in my brain. I think you know what I mean. Right, so let's jump back into here. So these have all changed order, which is very handy. So that one's done. All the ones that are renamed is done. Metro Line 12 has got tons of people on there. Let's colour that one so we can see it and follow where that goes. So that comes out here and has a stop over in our new area, which is fantastic. It then skims all the way around the outside and has a stop in Sugar Cube Square. Brilliant. And then comes all the way into our Glassbox station as well. Excellent. So I'm going to call that one the Sugar Cube line. Now it's got 399. Oh, we've got a power problem. And we've got tons of people. So loads over here. How many have we got on this one? 0, 0. And then it said we had 500 or something somewhere else as well. Let's go back to this again. T to Sugar Cube. So 500 there. Where's the 482? Down here. Okay, we definitely need more metro on here. I mean, I think even doubling it might not be enough. Let's double it for now. Run that for a bit and see whether they can just take care of all of those. Yeah, there we go. A minute or 2 later, we're keeping track of all these people and they are moving on, which is excellent. That's good. So that was T to Sugar Cube. Yeah, that was it. So all of these are named. Are any other of these? Let's have a look in here. So 1 isn't, 9 isn't. So that is all the ones that come out of here. Excellent. Let's light these all up again. Cool. So it's only T to Metropolitan, this blue one, that isn't working now. There we go. Look, we can see there's all these other lines are now picking up lots of people. Now, the other thing that seems to be an issue, we've got some nighttime, is people don't seem to be walking down and getting on here. Look, nobody's getting in this way, which is a little bit odd, and nobody seems to be coming out this way either, and I'm wondering whether it's something to do with this 1U road going around the outside. I know it's not the station needing to be reset because I've reset it so many times. So what is this road that's going around here? It's a 2-direction normal sort of road. I'm going to break a load of things, which is a little bit annoying. Or am I? Oh, actually, I'm not because of the width. of this one is the same as the 1U road. Oh, thank goodness for that. But it was only 1U. Oh, that's much better. So let's upgrade that. And this one down here, is this also... This 2-lane, 2-way with no parking. So this is a normal road. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade it anyway, just because of the issues we've got. So let's do that. And we'll do it down here. We'll turn off collision. Thank you for that. And we'll leave collision off for that and that. And hopefully that is going to fix it. Let's put collision back on before we forget. So maybe let's just keep our eyes on here and see whether we see people heading down into the metro station at all. Yeah, still no people coming and going up and down the the steps, getting off the metro here, and still 0 people. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to take the drastic step of just deleting this thing and hooking it back up again. Hopefully that is not too difficult. And there we go. It's instantly fixed it. Look, there's people now coming down the stairs. Look at that. All the way down to the bottom here, queuing up for their metro trains. That is exactly what I was expecting to see with this thing. I want to see this as the bustling hub of this area with all of the bills that we've got going on around here. I want it rammed with people, rammed with metros coming and going. This is fantastic. Oh man, this is brilliant. You can see ones getting off of the metro down the bottom, coming up the stairs and leaving. Some are coming up the stairs and then waiting for another metro, so they're all switching over, getting on different lines. This is exactly what I wanted to see with this. Let's just move over here a little bit as the sun comes up. There we go. Look at how many people are using this. So this probably means that I'm going to have to adjust some of the lines a little bit to make sure we've got enough metro trains to cover all this new usage. Brilliant. Okay, so let's check out how many people are using this thing now. Why don't you have a guess? Have a guess before I click on it. How many people do you think we've got coming through this on a weekly basis? Write your answers in the comments now. I'm going to guess... Oh, I don't know. I reckon over 1,000. 1,100? 1,100. Let's have a look. See what it is. 1,376. No way. That is nuts. And there's so many people coming out now and probably crossing over. It's causing traffic and things. We'll get to that another time, I think. Let's have a look at our metro. Oh, mama. So if we line it by line name, so T to Sugar Cube, 525. There is not enough. Oh, there is just about enough to keep up with that. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's so fine. Okay, we won't change that. T to Pavarotti. We've got 5 on there, and there's not that many people. So we're going to drop that one down to 3. I think it's plenty. T to Metropolitan. So that is our airport. We've got 2 on there, and they are not keeping up with that. Wow, that is absolutely nuts now. I guess that's the airport one. Look at that. That is amazing. What is our actual... And now our airport's working properly as well. Oh, that is really interesting. Okay, excellent. Well, let's up that. 700. Oh, my goodness. 7 is the most we can have on there. We're going to just put 7 on there. Keep up with that one. That is great. Maple... Let's have a look. Probably, I reckon, could do with upping that to 3. So let's do that. T to Glass Box. We've only got 3 on here, and that is getting pretty busy over here on the midway stop. Okay, that's interesting. So that's a stop that we added in that we didn't have before. So that's good. I'm going to put 5, which I think will be plenty. And then T to Dean Square. What have we got going on there? Not so many on there. And we've got 2 running. Oh, that's this little section over here, isn't it? I'll leave it with 2, just so people don't have to wait so long to get from one to the other. But that is absolutely amazing. I'm so pleased with so many passengers on there. So what does that compare to what we had at the beginning? Okay, so maybe we can pop this up on the screen to the side. At the beginning, we had one line with 298, one line with 116, one line with 10, and one line with 416. And then we had 5 lines with 0. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines with 0. So that's a total of 830. But now, as we look at this, how many people have we got using it? Well, the figures are increasing as I'm doing this, but when I added them up, it was 1,865. That is 1,000 extra people a week using our metro and coming off of the road. That is just absolutely brilliant. And I also wanted to check my cargo import. Yeah, it's still going down, which is fantastic. I wanted to go back and check my train setups as well. So let's have a look over here. Not that many people here, and the trains are filling up. That's probably about as much as I would normally expect to see there. Let's check the other side. Yeah, again, about the same here, and the trains are filling up, which is great. Let's check our train station that we got set up over here. Allow intercity trains. I'm not expecting a ton of people to be using this just yet until we add more connections to other places in our city. But look at this. It's nuts. I'll take a screenshot of that. Now we've got so many people able to get over here. This is just going... Whoa, 2 planes taking off at exactly the same time. Oh, there's 2 on top of each other there as well. Oh, or is there 3? I think there's 3 all stuck in that spot there. That is absolutely fantastic. And I thought, just to test things out over here with our multi-platform end station, I just put a little path over the top like this. I've run it along the back there so they can get in that way, and then straight over the river here to our other build near to our Tarantula metro station. And you can see people are starting now to come over here and queue up for the train. So I think this will start getting some more use as well. And then definitely when we start building all of this up, it is going to be super busy like this. Our metro station is now up to over 2,000 people using it. And yeah, this is very, very cool. So, what's this? That seems like an interesting underground rock. Oh no, it's another one! Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me here in our modded city of New Tealand. Today we're going to be fixing up, I think we need to fix up the traffic, and we're going to be fixing up our production of certain goods because we're pretty short on some of them. And just look at the amount of people that are using our metro hub station. This is how I imagine Tarantula Metro Plaza Sunken Station to look like when I first put it here those oh so many episodes ago. It is just humming with people. Let's just check exactly how many that is. Wow, over 2,000 people per week. That is nuts. Now that's had a knock-on effect, something that we want to take a look at. If we just zoom out a little bit in this area, there we go. And then we put on our traffic view. The buildings are all red because of parking, so we'll come back to that. But in some of the roads here, there's a few sort of issues that we need to look at. Is actually, let's turn it around this way. This is the way I normally look at the area. It's actually not as bad as it was before. What's our percentage now? Oh, 80%. Okay. And definitely hasn't reset. No, we've still got despawning turned off. No despawning. There we go. So actually, that's not as bad as I thought. These couple of little hotspots. Let's just have a quick glance. So we've got this situation with 2 nodes really close to each other with traffic lights. And these guys here could definitely do with an asymmetric road. So let us pop a couple of changes in here. Yep, let's put anarchy on. There we go. So now they get a dedicated left and right. And I'm going to do it there as well, because you've got some that are just coming down this way. So we do control left click. See, that's a dedicated left now. Now we've got dedicated turns there. I'm going to do control left click here to get dedicated turns here. I'm also going to say no lane switching in the middle. So pick on the node. There's a node like right here. It's too many nodes. We're going to remove that node. There we go. So we've got the node coming in. And then we got the node over here where they're not going to be... Zoop. There we go. Changing because we just stopped them from doing that. Then they can pick their node here as well if they wish. And then over here now we've got dedicated turning lanes for all these directions. I think, I'll be honest with you, that is probably... Dedicated turning lanes. That is probably going to fix it. And I think we'll be fine if we just have a look at that. It's just super busy. See, these aren't getting out of here very quickly. Is this... Yeah, there's no traffic lights there, and they stop quite a way back. Have I put give way signs on there? I have. Do you know what? I might just take that off and just let them go for it, because it's not that busy down the main road. And then I'm wondering here whether we just do that or turn those off and just let them go for it as well, because there's not much coming down the main road. And hopefully that will just sort of clear out... So what, we've got this way in and out, and we've also got this way in and out up here. So there's quite a few different ways in and out, but I guess if you're going in this direction, westerly, then this is the one you want to take, isn't it? And then I think some of them are probably, are they crossing over to go over there? Do you know what? Now I'm talking about it, it's going down, it's not too bad. I might just pop in another one there, just to give them dedicated lanes if they want to turn off. And I'm also going to say you give way and just keep these ones going. And I think that will probably just solve itself, to be honest. Now, the parking situation, that is a bit bad. So if you're using Traffic Manager, for those of you that don't know it, if you go into your game options, have a look at your Traffic Manager mod. I'm using the 11.6.1 test version. Under gameplay, you've got the advanced vehicle AI. You should always turn that on. I put it around sort of, what's that, 75%. That one always have on. But this one here, the parking AI, you don't need that one on. But that will give you, if you do have it on, this thing where the buildings will look red. So basically that's telling me that these buildings, all these people that are visiting, don't have somewhere to park nearby. So we've got a lot of big buildings here that bring people in. Yeah, and nowhere to park. We do have this little place here, but I think that is, well, it isn't enough, is it, from what we've seen? So we need to add some parking lots in within a very near walkable distance. This jumps out as a space that would be good for parking. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove those trees from in there. And you've got this bit down here as well, which also looks like a good spot for parking. Can fit one there. I'll get it right up to the edge. And this one's a bit smaller. No. So if we put parking instead of car park, we'll get a couple of other options. So how big's that one? Oh, that is tiny. Oh, just overlaps the yoga garden. This one. Here we go. And then we can pop a load of these right in there. There we go, perfect. So that takes up that spot there, and already we can see people starting to use them. That's good. And then this bit over here. So I'm thinking I don't want them to come and park on the main road and have to sort of walk around. Could we bring in a road along the back here and then put some parking on that? I think that would be the best way of doing it. Let's get a one new road so it takes up the smallest amount of space possible. That looks pretty straight to me. There we go. And we'll bring that all the way along just to the end there. And then we've got all of this space to fill with parking. And this is a good one. Does that go? Oh, it goes that way round. Could we do that long ways down here? I'm going to sort of mix and match some of these. Look at that. Second I place it down. Actually, let's do it this way. If I turn that off. There we go. We can see what we're doing. Can I fit one more in? No, that's too far. That's a big square one. That could come down the end here. It's got a tree built in at the end. Yep, add a little bit of fanciness. Then we can go down to this small one and just have this filled with as much parking as possible. Not along there. Should we go down here as well? There we go. And then what we could do is just pop... These are high density? Yeah. Just maybe pop these along the front. No, do you know what? I'm going to take those out. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Oh, that is a nice big parking area. And let's just beautify this a tiny touch. There we go, and that's already being used really well, which is fantastic. I don't think for a minute that that is going to cover all the parking needs for everybody here, and it takes a while to sort of kick in. But what I'm thinking of is maybe trying to use another one of these somewhere. It's going to end up taking out a couple of buildings, but I think we might just have to live with that. Yeah, if we go there... That's sort of like riverside parking, which is good. So how many spaces does that actually give us? Let's grab that again. So 450 visitor capacity. Okay, that's good. That's 450. And that one is for a large road. That's for a small road. That is the difference, which I didn't realise last time. Could we perhaps bring this out a bit and do a little bit of something here? What's this? That seems like an interesting underground rock. Oh no, it's another one! They're taking over again. Here it comes. It's another big floating rock. For those that maybe are slightly newer to my channel, we have Alien Rock Park. Here it is, over here. Where we've put our previously discovered floating rocks. And then any rocks that we save, which I accidentally destroyed a few rocks in a previous episode. But normally I save them and put them over here. But look! We have another one that we can add to Alien Rock Park. I'm completely turned around. Where was I? I was over here. So let's grab this guy. There we go. And take him. Yep, we got him. Take him all the way over to Alien Rock Park. There we go. We're going to balance it right on the tip. I think that's probably it. Oh my goodness me. This monument is getting taller and taller and taller. You can see it from all the way over here. Look. Ah, it is brilliant. It is brilliant. Okay, back to back to what we were doing. So I'm thinking of just popping in another multi-story car park over here. We've got this one here, which is actually quite small. What's that? 4x5. We've got this 13x12. Which is a pretty big open car park, or this one. Yeah, let's go for this one here. Let's save you. There we go. And we're going to squeeze that up right to there, like that. Yeah, I think we might go with a different one. It's got a bit of a broken, whatever that would be called, when you zoom out there. So instead of that one, we're going to go for a couple of different ones. Yes, excellent. So we can squeeze that in behind there. And then I was thinking of putting one the other side as well, just to sort of even it up and give us a load of space. Yeah, that would be good. And then we can always add some high density around that. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here is I'm also going to add a road up the side here. Whoops, forgot to press my mouse button. There we go. That's fine. That's good. So hopefully over time we'll see a little bit of a change in our parking situation over here. So let's give these lovely people some water. There we go, and we can see it's all getting hidden. That's normally what happens with car parks, isn't it? You can never find them when you need them. They're always hidden behind other buildings. And then hopefully that's going to hold a lot of our cars. So we'll come back and we'll check on a bit later already. Look, these two were red before. So they're not anymore, which is good. So this parking down here is definitely helping. It's definitely being used. Look at that. So that is great. So actually, before we move on, I think we just need to add something over here. We've got this one here. If we could just have something central to all of these, which I sort of feel like this police headquarters needs to move. And what's this over here? Parking lot with a hedge, yeah. If we move that... Maybe, will that fit sideways in there? Yeah, that'll be perfect there. And then we're going to remove that building there. And I'm thinking something bigger in here. So let's remove that and go for... One of these is pretty big, isn't it? Let's find... That's teeny and tiny. It's not that one. This one. This one. No. There we go. That is the one I was looking for. So we add that in. And then I'm just wondering whether we could add a road in over here. A really small little road. That goes along there like that. Can I do it without destroying these buildings? I can. I can't! No! Darn it. Just wondering whether there's anything I could do about that. If I bring that down to there, it's going to be too small. Oh, that's annoying. I'll tell you what we're going to do is I'm going to bring that to there. Oh, it messes up the flipping thing. Look. Okay. Disable zoning on this road. Like that. There we go. So we keep that over there. And then I'm going to get move it mod and move that along to the end. And then I'm going to get this and just move it up to where the building is. And that's not affected the zoning. Excellent. So that's good. But then I do want zoning because I want to place a car park over there. So is that going to not let me then... Oh, I can do it this way. Look at that. Perfect. Yay. Look at that. So those buildings will come back. And then all we need in here... is a tree of some description. How about a nice big tall tree? You can just stay out the way, and then a little bit of flowers around the bottom. I've put on prop and tree anarchy. There we go, and there we go. Excellent, excellent. Woo, excellent. So that'll be good. And there's a couple of little spots over here. Could we put something in there as well? Oh, it's grabbing any space we can to get parking in. I just think is a good idea. I don't think we can go there. Oh, we can. That's good. And we can also use these bits here where it's almost like the playground of the school, isn't it? But yeah. And there's this spot over here as well. And there will be something that will fit in here. That one. So let's pop that in. Excellent. Oh, look, we've got this little space at the end here. Aha, perfect. We can have another one of the really wide ones in there. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. So I think between all of that, we hopefully will be taking care... Oh, that is massive, that one. I should have used that one. We should be taking care of all of our parking needs. Whoops. Accidentally left prop and tree anarchy on. Prop and tree anarchy is still on. What's going on now? Oh, yeah, there we go. Collision. That one. Bing. There we go. Excellent. Yep, I think that'll do. That'll be good. So we'll keep an eye on these buildings here. Mainly it's those four, these couple, and then this one over here. But these are okay now. Cool. Excellent. Right. Okay. Traffic's getting worse, but we'll deal with that. So the other thing that I wanted to do is all the way over here. So we've got our new factory areas. There is still a problem with paper. Funnily enough, plastics has been doing okay. We've managed, I think, to beef that up enough that we've got lots of storage of plastics, but paper is causing a problem. So if we come back round here to our forestry area, here we go, tea tree wood production, and over here we have two paper producing factories. So we've got the biomass pellet plant, we've got one there, and we've got one over here. But we also now have available to us the pulp mill, which will do a lot more. So the biomass pellet plant will do 3,200 units per week. This will do 6,400. So let's just pause the game and remove that. We're going to upgrade. Is actually the same size. So that will fit. I'm just going to face that around the other way, actually, onto that road, as that's a straight road. There we go. So that will produce even more. And then we're going to do the same over here. We're going to take that one out. And we're going to pop that in next to there. So hopefully, let's just have a quick look at our power. Yep, that's all hooked up. Hopefully that is going to give us a big boost. There we go. Look, already up to 9,000, which is fantastic. So more than doubled. And then this one will do the same as well. Yep, there we go. And that should be good. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just thinking, is I'm going to set this to empty because it's right next to where this paper's being made. I want this to be low down on the list of ones that are going to actually hold paper. The ones that I really want to hold paper are the ones that are over here next to our factories. So that was this one. So we're going to have that on field. And I know that's not really, you know, it's not like what's the word I'm looking for? A priority, where you can have this as priority 1 and that as priority 5, which would actually be fantastic. But having this one on field, I think, should make a bit of difference. Also, I just wondered on the size of that. That holds 130 tons. Yeah, that's okay. So I think here that's 14 tons. This one is 14 tons. Yeah. So that should be absolutely plenty. And then finally, something else to help things get about. If we remember along here, we do have the Barges mod. So for those that haven't been watching for that long, you can see that cargo is coming in and out of this sort of warehouse looking thing on the coast here. And any minute now, let's just speed that up. There we go. A barge is going to come along. And the game will use these in the same way that it will use trains. So if it's quicker to take a barge than it is to take a road or a train, it will use that. So I'd like to add one of these in. Let's use our picker mod. There we go. I'd like to add one of these in over in this area here. Not too close to this, but not too far away. And I'm thinking we just sort of plonk this factory down here. But we could sort of imagine that this is an old factory area that was round here. Let me just have a look. Yeah. And just have our barges coming in and out of there. First of all, I'd like to just sort of straighten out this piece of land here. So let us grab a flood wall, a quay wall. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm just going to put a straight piece of quay wall, like along there. I'm going to grab some nodes. Stop it. I want that node, that node, that node, and that node. And they're all going to be the same height as that node. There we go. That's fine. And then back to our barges. We're going to pop that one, I think, sort of in the middle there. Why not? That's perfectly fine. And then we've got to hook this up. So if I can remember correctly, it's ferry pathway. So let's bring this all the way around to hook up with our ferry network. So this is the ship line. And actually, look, there we go. We can hook into there. Didn't we do a separate ferry? Let's just disconnect that for a moment. Didn't we do a separate ferry and cargo barges line? I think we did. So we've got this one here with the one way in and the one way out. Oh yeah, let's do that. So it's one way in on the right. Where are we? I've lost it. So it'll be one way in here and then one way out on the other side. Where's my one way lines? If this is one way, yeah, one way ferry path. So if we upgrade like that, yeah, so that's going to go in there and then it's going to come out the end. It's just going to sort of help it to turn around a bit. That's going to go into there and join onto there. Yeah, that's good. Let's follow this back again. So where were we? Over here. So this is the ferry route. Yeah, and don't you remember, we found a way. If we do Anarchy, it can cut across the top but not join it. So this is our ferry go round, which it isn't. It's a cargo barge go round. Then it comes down here. Then it goes up there, but this one actually does connect to the ferry route, doesn't it? And then that's it, isn't it? Because they come up and down there. So I'm just wondering whether, if we come off of here, branch off of here, we could branch off the top, use this other connection, and run parallel to all of this, and then connect up to there. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And that way we're keeping... It's almost like we've got two shipping lanes. We're keeping everything separate. I'm going to try and come down as straight as we can. Because there we go. We want to come around this way, don't we? Oh, this is getting pretty busy through here. Yeah, because what's going to happen, the game is not going to use, so if I put Anarchy on, which it is, it will just go straight over the top. The game is not going to use this line if it doesn't see it as a quicker way of getting there. Oh, darn it, I've used the one-way ones. That's okay. We'll change that in a minute. Nope, let's do that again. To there, and then bring it down to there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the game won't use me if it doesn't see it as a quicker way of getting there. If it's still quicker to drive or quicker to go via any other means, it will do that. There we go. Excellent. So we'll pop that in. We'll see what happens. What's the matter with you two down here? Buildings and barnacles are no customers. Okay, I need to reset those because they're actually historical buildings that I've got. They will never come back again. Reset objects. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, so that is something we're going to need to keep an eye on to see whether those items will get round there. And then, of course, we need to hook this up. So I'm just sort of going for a random setup around here as if this were the rows that used to be around this sort of old abandoned factory. We'll maybe do something a little bit more with that as we go along. But I just want to get this hooked up. I'm thinking maybe we've got this road that goes up over the top is somehow getting hooked into this road if we can. I'm not going to be able to get up and over both of these rails, I don't think, without it being a ridiculously high bridge. Unless we somehow hook into this. If I continued that along here, let's go up. Let's see. So that could go... that's going to have to go higher, isn't it? That could go like that. And then that could go like that. And that could go like that. And sort of hook into here. How about that? I think that'll be okay. And then we'll just upgrade that piece to a on the ground piece. Yeah, there we go. And that goes over the top. That fits fine, doesn't it? Yeah, that's no problem at all. And then this here could just literally butt straight into this. So let's put that back on there. And that should just go up. Whoa, easy now. Ooh, yeah, let's change that. Let's use the Move It mods. Slide that back so we get a better slope going up. Yeah, that's good. And then I want to change that to an asymmetrical road. Most definitely. We're going to use this one. And we're going to change... Let's move this along. There we go. We're going to change that one as well. And then we're going to change this one. Let's move that along. Just that end piece. So we've got asymmetric roads going in all directions. And then... yeah, I want to change some of these nodes. So let's use node controller. We want that one there to be sloped. So it stays in line with the bridge. That one can be flat. This one here can be sloped. So that one makes sense. That goes over the top. That comes down. Yeah, excellent. That'll be good. So that then ties this in with all of this. Let's get our power and our water and everything hooked up. There we go, and power, excellent. So that is now all hooked up into the system. So it's going to be interesting to see whether any of the cars coming up over the top here see this as a viable option of getting stuff around our city. So we might have to just come back and check on that in a bit. Okay, so while that is humming along, I'm just checking over in our other area where we've got all our factories, and metals also seems to be an ongoing problem. With these places over here. So let's come down to where these are being produced, which, to be honest, it's been so long, I can't remember. Orlando? Yes, there we go. So what are we producing? 21 tons. So we should have plenty of metals coming out. So these are making glass, they're making glass, they're making glass. Okay, so we're making a lot of glass down here. What else are we doing? Come on, fellas. We need to do... oh, here we go. This over here. So this is making our metals. 8,256. So I reckon... let's just have a look at our storage here. So we've got this one being set to empty so they go elsewhere. And I think this is the only thing that's making the metal for us. Oh, we've got these two as well. Could we replace that? Well... looking at where this is, and we've had this discussion before when I put this one up, all of these people moved into this area knowing it was going to be a working community to come and work in the mines and stuff like that. But I'm not sure I want to squeeze another one of these in right next to here, or do I? If we rejiggered this road a little bit, do you know what? As we've got one here, I think we can make it two. Let us pause the game for a moment. That is empty anyway, so we're going to remove that. We're going to remove metals, metals. Yep, they're both going. That is going. Oh, we've got a whole load of rocks that have appeared under here. Let's take that. That's not a rock. We'll grab those. You fellas are coming with me over to... Where the heck? Where am I? Alien Rock Park. My city's getting so big. I'm just completely losing track of where stuff is. So you can come there and I'll sort you out another time. Whoa! There we go. Jumpy, jumpy. And then we can just rejigger all of this. What the heck are these things up in the air here? Look. What is that? I've no idea. Okay, let's put this road back in again. We put disable zoning on by mistake. So let's do that. There we go. And I'm just wondering if we can sort of fit this against that. It's going to be a tight squeeze. Okay, let's change this. Yeah, I think that is about as good as it's going to get. And actually, that... Oh, it has, like, overlapped here a little bit. Can I use the Move It mod to level that out and it not look silly? Yeah, I'm sure we can, actually. Let's grab these here. That one, and that one. Well, I have that all the same height. So it's dropped it down from this road. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, that'll be okay, but then we need to do something about this road down here. Are you complaining about pollution? I bet you are, aren't you? Oh, ground is polluted. I completely forgot about that. Darn it. So this has got an area of effects of pollution around it, which is really overlapping over here. These guys aren't so bothered. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change that for some low density commercial, and I think we might be okay. The other thought was to sort of push this back a bit, but we've already got this inset into here, so I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it like it is. Let's just flatten this land down a bit. Okay, and then we need to do something about this road, because that looks ugly. I don't want to dip it down. Could I move it back a bit and maybe lessen the effect of that horrible, nasty edge? Yeah, it's not great, is it? Could I just hide it with some of this stuff? Not really. It's sort of clipping into there. Could I do something else then? I mean, I've seen people sort of do this thing before. Let's remove all of that. Could I put like a key wall or something along there? That is not where the key walls are kept. In here. If we could put in something like this. Oh yeah, that would be perfect. And then that would look like it's supposed to be there. Let's go up to there. And then let's bring that round to say there. And that can be the end. And that just hides it all, doesn't it? I mean, we've got a bit of shadowing along there, but that is not too bad at all. Do you know what? I think that's okay. That's not too bad. It sort of hides that effect there. I know we're going to get a lot of buildings disappearing here now because I've moved the road back. Well, that's okay. Let's just make sure that that is off there. And Prop and Tree Anarchy is off. I was thinking of making sure that a lot of these were offices. So I'm going to change that there. That's offices anyway. That one there, that one there, that one there. Just because of the extra noise and pollution that we're going to get seeping back into this area. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. And then what are you waiting for? So you're waiting for ore, you're waiting for ore. We should have not much ore going on. Okay. So maybe we could do something about that. These are gathering ore. 11,000, 11,000. Doesn't seem to be much activity here, does there? With these. And these are only teeny tiny ones. 5,000, 5,000. What else do we have? I thought we had more ore than that. I think a lot of it's being brought over to here. Yeah, what other ore extractors have we got that might be able to help us with this issue? Yeah, there we go. We've got this large ore underground mine, which does 12,192. And that actually dips in here and fits in quite well. I'm liking that. And then what we could do is just do a little bit of a little bit of this around the back. Let's go to that one. Let's put prop and tree anarchy on. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And just sort of hide that in there a bit. So that should be taking that right there. And maybe even, how about this? Come on, click the thing. Is pop a small one in over here. Oh, autosave. Could do the quick sip of tea. I think that one is just a little bit too big. Let's just make our all industry area bigger. And just to see whether it would actually fit in and look okay. Because we've got this right over here. Could we just bring this out a spot? I think I needed to anyway. So let's do that. And let's do that. Let's put this on. Do you know what? I think that looks okay. Yeah, very good, very good. So I wanted to make this area look a bit less manicured and a bit more overgrown. So I think in just chucking a load of these down is actually having that effect. That looks so much better. It adds a nice little green touch to it all as well. But I think that looks okay, doesn't it? It's had a couple more in there. So hopefully now that's going to keep up with its need to make metals. We do have... Oh, we did have a storage here, didn't we? What are these ones over here? Oh, all industry workers. What have we got there? Metals. There we go. So that's going to be our buffer. It's set to empty for all the metals that it's going to be making. And then they're going to get sent to wherever they need to get to. And of course, we do have a barge harbour here. And I'm wondering now whether we could hook this up to our network. Oh, it's so far away, isn't it? I've completely lost where it is. It's this one that goes up here. So could we come through there and hook up to there? And that might just... I've lost myself. I'm lost. I'm lost again. And that might just give us an extra option. Yeah, so I'm going to come up and we're going to go through here. We're going to sneak through this thing. And then I'm wondering if we can get... Let's go under this one over here. I'm not quite sure whether that's going to be okay. If it isn't, we'll come and adjust it a bit. But that can now come up the side. And then we're trying to hook up to this one. So literally that could just come up to here like that. And if it's going the other way, it can sort of go like that. Yeah, there we go. Let's just maneuver this a touch. I think that'll be okay. And you never know, that might be ever so closer to get some stuff into this. I think... Oh, we've got to set this, haven't we? What resources do we want over here? We want paper. Completely forgot about that. Actually, no, we don't have to store paper in there. That's right. We'll do balanced. It can still be used even without something set in there. Of course it can. But we'll see how that goes. So what are you still struggling for paper? It might be that it's just so far away that we need to set up a little paper manufacturing area over here. I mean, that is possible as well. Let's maybe just see how that goes. Yeah, and hopefully it'll be better. What is our average land value? 49 credits per meter squared. Okay, just wondered what that was. Okay, I'm going to let this run for a little bit. Here we go. And just see how this goes. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to kick in, I've got these two little stubs of roads that are over here, which were part of this junction that came with the map. And I'm wondering what to do with them. I was going to use them to come over and join to this area, but we've already got this sort of hooked up. We could have another road connection come through there, but I'm thinking of hooking it up down here as well. What have we got? 2 going out and 2 coming in. Well, that 2 going out doesn't need to be that. We can upgrade that to this. So that's 3 lanes altogether. So any asymmetric road will be perfectly good running down there. Let's have this asymmetric road with trees. And if we could sort of pop that in the middle here and have that coming down here without being jumping all over the place like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, that'll be good. And we can hook this up. Let's just move that back a bit. Thanks for that, game. There we go. So we're going to grab that and go into there. And we're going to go that one and go into there. We'll sort of curve that one, but not that one. And then we'll do... I don't want people turning around there, so we'll do that. Yeah, there we go. And now we've got this road. Thank you. Which can now... Let's turn that on. Which can now... Let's turn that on again. There we go. Which can now come down here. And I'm just wondering whether we could just sort of meander this through here. Around the rocks. Oh, come on. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it if we move the rock. There we go. Like that. So that now gives a connection into there. But then also we can connect it up with one of these roads under here. Look. Which would be great. So if we just grab that road. And we just go like that. Excellent. So now we've got extra access coming into here. And we've got extra access going over to there. Let's just sort these power cables out. There we go. That's good. And people can start using this now, which will be great. And somebody is already. There we go. They're deciding to come down here and get out onto the highway. Oh, very cool. Very cool. How much more do we need to make this get up to level 5? Entertainment value. 1194. So it's just the people. All we need is more people in there. Oh, brilliant. There we go. They're off. Excellent. Well, let's just set this up. You don't have to stop. You don't have to stop. You can keep going. And then, yeah, you can get on the highway. Nice. Yeah, do you know what? I think that is so far away, the production of that we are going to put in a little tree production cent. Oh, look, we've got one going out. What's he taking? Where's he going? What are you doing? Transporting cargo to simple barge harbour. Woof. All the way over here. Oh, on the island here. Nice. Excellent. Oh, that is so good. So obviously there is some connection that they're happy to do, which is absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'm so pleased. Let's follow this guy. Look at that. I love you can see our huge stack of alien stones over there in the park. Oh, looking absolutely majestic. This guy's really taken a long way round. I'm wondering whether there is a way that we can shorten the shorten the route between them. We're coming up to our ferry-a-bout. Oh, I like the way he stopped to give way. That's fantastic. There we go. So he's now going to come up and go this way up to there. We can't see the route that way. I'm just wondering whether I could just add in a better connection. So he's coming up. Where is he? Coming up here and then coming up there and then going into here, which is this section. If we could just connect over here, which comes down here. Hang on a sec. Where does that one go? Oh, that's the one that goes underneath there, isn't it? Yeah. So if we come off here. Where this comes down and bring it sort of along there and connect into there, because then he can go in there, go around and in. We might actually find that works a little bit better. But anyway, yes, that was our first one that went out there. I feel like, yeah, we do need to make some paper producing factories over here, and this space is just perfect for it. If we just sort of fill this up with some trees. We've got sort of like a tree line that's along here anyway. And we can maybe make a little bit of use of that. Oh, go on, let's just fill all of this in. And let's just use these roads alongside the railway line there. Why not? Just realised we've got no zoning on any of these roads because of what I'd set up before. So let me just upgrade all of these. No! I've just deleted half the factory. Did I? Or did I just delete some parking? Oh, no. Yeah, like a bonehead, I've deleted half the factory, but I believe, if I remember correctly, there's this one over here. Haha, which is not exactly the same. I think it's this half that we're missing, is it? Can I copy that? And let's bring that one back over here. I think, is that the same piece as that one? It is. Okay, we don't want that one. Let's copy the other one. Yeah, I think it's this one here. If we copy that instead, whiz all the way back, across, over, H&P Guilty round here. I'm pretty sure it was that. Oh, that is exactly the same as well. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? Can I just sort of like put these inside each other? Why do you that? Copy again. Put those inside each other and try and get that to work like that. There we go. Yeah, it's almost like nothing happened at all and Biffa wasn't about it. Excellent. Right, okay. So let's get some forestry stuff up in this section. Yep, yet again, I was putting the wrong thing in there for storing our raw forestry products. Let's go for wood chip storage is pretty big. Can I go the other way around? Yeah, excellent. So we'll have 2 of those in there. Excellent. We'll put those on fields. There we go. Add a little bit more sort of trees around here for now. That'll be fine. And some water. There we go. So nothing too complicated. Lots of tree production down there being stored here and then turned into paper here. And then I'm not going to put, so we're just waiting for these to get going. We're not going to put any paper storage over here because we have our paper storage over here. So this should, I mean, there's absolutely no reason at all why that isn't going to just increase up a lot. And already we can see these coming along. Should be, oh, they're going to go into here first, of course. And then once these are all filled up, then they'll go into there. Excellent. I might just put them on balanced because they're so close to each other. Yeah, we'll put them on balanced for now just to get things going. And then we can always change that later. Turn off collision. I think it still did it because I didn't click the button properly. Oh, whoops, sorry. You'll have to come back and rebuild your house. Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Today we're going to be expanding right next to our Cities Skylines that we worked on last time. We wanted a nice skyline to look at and I love the way these buildings look from any angle. Like, whoop, apart from this angle because you can't see them. There we go. From any angle I just think that just looks fantastic. But as we cross over, as we move away from this built up area, we've got this big empty space here and this big empty space here. And I would like to tackle this slot here first of all and just see what we can get in here. And I'm thinking sort of medium to low density sort of housing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. So first of all, I'm going to do some preparation work. So we've got a lot of roads and things that come through this area. So can we, well actually I'll show you why I'm going to do this. If we have a look at our noise pollution, lots of noise pollution coming through there. So I'm going to see how much of a difference these are going to make. So this one here, let's take that first. We've got our single lanes coming off of here. Anarchy mod, how I've missed you. There we go. I seem to have been playing a lot of vanilla recently. So that is a 2 lane, then goes to a 1. So we'll grab, oh, am I going to lose my, nope, not going to lose anything. Then that's a 1 on each side, isn't it? Yeah, so if we go like that and like that, and then that can be 1 all the way up to there. Although, to be honest, that could be a 2 at the end because they've got left and right. Whoa, what the heck? Oh no, I don't know what that road was before. We'll go with that one. Probably just mess something up on there. Darn it. Something slipped. We don't want to go straight over. And we do that. So we've got 1 lane for each. And I'm thinking in here, we want that. What have we got the other side? Oh, that's got 6 lane, 2 straight on. We'll go with that. I think it did actually have a 6 lane road in there, but that'll be fine. So that's going to take out some of the noise from there. And then also we're going to then take from our highway one, 3-lane. Whoa, what's going on here? Been playing vanilla so much. Completely lost what all these look like. There we go. That's the one. Highway with sound barrier. And we'll add that along here as well. Excellent. And we're just going to do this side. So we've got up here. We've got this single one here. And then we've got the normal road over here, which doesn't need a sound barrier all the way around. Yeah, so hopefully, let's just check that that's less than that a little bit. Maybe not as much as you perhaps would think it would. And then what I might just do is I'm going to put that down low and just run like one width of tree all the way along here. That is a lot of trees. So in the UK, perhaps when you have highways like this, they will just be sort of sunken down, but rather than sort of do that with all of these, a nice line of trees just to visually... Oh, autosave, quick sip of tea. Excellent. Just to visually hide it and to hide some of the noise as well. A nice row of trees like this will make all the difference. So I'm just going to sort of bring that all the way around to the corner there. And I think that'll be good. We've got our power going through here. Actually, let's just move the power as we're going to be building. If we could bring that over there into a spot where we're not building. There we go. And then we can just get rid of this one. Out of here. We've got that in there, that there, that there, that there, that there, and that there. Does that need to connect? No. That's fine. There we go. And then we can just pop our trees in this little gap here. There we go. Excellent. So how much of a difference has that made? Yeah. A little bit. So I don't think this amount of noise here is going to be a problem. That's sort of right down here low. Excellent. Right, what is next on the list? First of all, I'd like to fill this little gap that's over here where we took the power cable out, and I'm going to put offices in there. Excellent, there we go. So some of these people here are complaining about a lack of customers. So that's one of the reasons I want to do this. Now, how do we want our access into here? It's not going to be coming off of this road here. I think an access off of here will be plenty for the amount of people that we've got in here. And I do feel like I need quite a large road through here. I mean, we could just use this one here. It's a 4-lane road. And it's also got the cycling on there. So if we come out, say, a bit like that, and then we just run that one down the middle, it's sort of, it's like a collector, but it's big enough to deal with the traffic that we're going to have. I'm just wondering, actually, whether we could connect it over here somewhere like that. But we might be okay, actually. Yeah, we might be okay. Let's go with that and we'll see. I'm going to give dedicated lanes. We're going to say give way just to keep the main thoroughfare going. And we're going to do the same over here. And dedicated lanes and give way. There we go. And then we're just going to build something off of here. Okay, so this wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be when I first started putting the roads down. It is a bit of an odd block, so we're going to get some odd shapes through here, and I think this will be okay. I am wondering whether just to downgrade this road here. It seems a bit overkill. What else have we got that maybe is 2U wide, but with 4 lanes or something like that? I think it comes under this one, doesn't it? Yeah, this one here. With no parking. Is that the only version of that we've got? So let's just check. Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe this one instead. The other one just seems so big for what we're doing. There we go, something like that. So we're still getting the dedicated turning lane, still getting the give way. Zoop. Yep, still the same over there as well. So we're going to do give way on these main roads coming out of that section, and then the same over here. And then all the little side streets, we're not going to worry about those. And then we'll do dedicated lanes for you, for you, for you, for you and for you. And now I've done that, I think I might just do a little change. This one here, we're going to upgrade that one and give them dedicated lanes coming out. There we go. And there we go. And then we'll do the same on here. And the same on there. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Keep everything moving. Right, let's give these lovely people some water. There we go, excellent. And I'm thinking we want some sort of park in the middle here. Just one of your basic pre-made parks will be fine. Not one that's... Oh, that is quite a large park, isn't it? There we go. That's the sort of thing I'm thinking of. So we pop that up against there. And then, yeah, we've got these nice little paths on here that we can also build off of. That's about the only ones you can hook into. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll get some people in there. And then services. What is our coverage like? Yeah, it's like all the way over here, which is a little bit of a shame. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to pop some of these on the main road. And then that will also cover this and most of this area as well. There we go, and our schools will pop those around the park. All buses. While I think of it, I saw some of these comments. I put my bus line in over here in this area, which we've got some fantastic names for this place over here. Some of you spotted the Myrtle Heights that came in there. I wonder where that comes from. There we go. We'll just add that extra bus in over there. Fantastic. Let's come all the way back round to where we were, which was down here. Here we go. And then I'd like to get a zone in here for these lovely people so they can have their own named area. There we go. So we've got the Coleridge district in here. Let's just check what policies we've got going on here. Slightly reduced garbage. Yeah, we'll put that one on. Smoking ban. Not too worried about that. Parks and recreation. Yeah, that'd be good. So we've got that park in the middle. We'll pop that one on as well. I think the rest of these preferred parks. No, okay, that's fine. We'll leave the rest of those on. Taxation, not going to worry about that. Yep, happy with that, and encourage biking. How about high-tech housing? Slightly increased land value. Let's go for that. And not going to do high-rise ban because we're going to go for smaller buildings anyway. And then the theme in here, we're just going to go for international. And that should be good. Excellent. So let's just think about the zoning. I'd like shops. Oh, let's do this one here. Shops here around the park. I mean, that might end up being absolutely plenty for the whole of this area. A little group of offices, maybe some there, and like a little clutch just at the end of these. Not that one. I'll tell you what, maybe let's go for one at the end of each. I don't think we need them all the way down here. Maybe a couple just along there. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then the rest of this is going to be low density. Okay, and just before we see what we're going to get here, I'm just going to add a few little walking paths. Just connecting some of these roads straight across like that. It's only going to move the odd square here and there from the possibility of being a house. There we go. These aren't going to walk anywhere over here yet, although we might end up with a path once we get something going on here. And I think that's okay. They can get everywhere else. These aren't cycling roads, but we've got cycling roads all around the outside. I'm just thinking, before I unpause this and see what we get, about buses and what other options we've got in the area. We've got this metro line that goes all the way through to here. I mean, they can literally cycle or walk to over there. There's this bus line down here, I think. What's this? No, that's not a bus line. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether just to have a bus go in a loop along here. So if we come along here like this, have a couple of stops, let's go there. And then just come up here to the train station. So you can come round. Let's do it that way. And then when it comes back out again, it can literally join back up and just run around like that. I mean, it's not that far to go. I don't think we need to make it an entire clockwise and anti-clockwise whole thing. Is that the one? Number 41. Yeah. So let's make that yellow. Let's make sure there's not a million buses on it. 5 is probably too much. We'll go for 2 and we'll keep an eye on it. Okay. Now the moment of truth. I love doing this, setting it all up and then unpausing and seeing what we're going to get. Let's face it this way and see what we're going to get. Okay, it's actually growing really slowly. Oh, I think we just won a football match. So what I'm doing is balancing the needs as we go along. So you can see we've got a demand for commercial zone. So I've changed some of these houses down here to commercial. And with high-tech housing, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like with these ones, it shows we've got self-sufficient buildings. Shouldn't these look a bit different or have something to show that they're high-tech housing? I just can't remember. I thought they would appear with, I thought they just look a bit different, but I don't know, maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. I'm sure we'll find out together. I'm sure you'll let me know. But yeah, so as I do this, as I fill the needs that we've got, the city starts building the shops, then it will go on to something else, and I've increased the land value a little bit with another dog park. Let's have a look. So land value is not too bad. And yeah, I think it's just going to be a waiting game. You can see, look, we're getting more demand for commercial, and they're starting to fill in over here. Look where I changed these to commercial. So I think it's just perhaps going to take a few minutes. So I'm going to let this run. I'm also going to do this. We're going to go dedicated lanes in there. I must have done the other ones and just forgot that one. And giveaway sign. Yeah, you're going to give way. Oh, that is, yeah, a road that could do with one of these. There we go. Excellent. Left or right, and then let's do this. Yep, there we go. Giveaway, it's fine. Yep, I think everything else is okay. Oh, hang on, there's another one here. Yep, that's it. So I'm going to let this run for a bit. Looks like they're starting to kick in a bit quicker, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so things are filling in slowly. I've just added some walking paths along the back here so people can get in and out of these different areas walking if they wish. Probably need to replace a few more trees. And what we're going to see is, again, a huge increase in the need for commercial. And I know the way the game works, it always likes to ask for more commercial even when it doesn't need it. But I wanted commercial down these outer roads anyway, so that's fine. These ones in the middle might actually end up going. Do you know what? I think they will. I mean, they do have not enough educated workers. That's not the reason I'm removing you, so don't get too upset. Do you know what I'm thinking I might just do here? If we go back into our policies and city planning, I'm going to do high-rise ban. But then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove all the zoning for these shops in the middle. There we go. And I'm actually going to remove these ones here. I popped them in thinking around that park it'd be nice. But I want to keep this as a park in the middle. So you can all go. Let's help you on your way. There we go. That's good. And then I think I'm going to just put some high-rise in here. Or high density, I should say. Just for a little bit of difference in the middle. We'll see how that goes. And then this over here, I'm just going to use our tree brush and just get a load of trees in there as much as possible. Not you. Yeah, that looks good. And we're going to have a few sort of gaps like that where we can have trees up the middle. But I tend to wait until pretty much everything is filled in and sort of do that, because otherwise houses are going to start appearing and they're going to grow over the top of the trees. Like this little gap here, that'll be good. Alongside there, not too shabby. Now I'm just doing exactly what I said I wouldn't do. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then we'll get some of these buildings, high density, under construction. But also, I was just looking at the coverage over here of our university. So, we've got the university over here, lots of people in it. But people still like coverage of a university. And the coverage of a university district isn't always big enough. And it's a long way away, look. It's all the way over there. So, what I'm thinking is pop in just a standard... Ooh, we could go for this one. Down here, let's turn off that. This is the toggle it mod, these letters up the top here, by the way. So if we do that, then we don't get the screen whiteness. If we had something like that, or like that, I think this one here would look rather nice. And I want to mirror this sort of thing that we've got going on. So let's grab that. Is that a one-way road? No, it's a two-way road. Okay, so if we sort of go out maybe like that and like that. And then I'm going to want a straight road along here, aren't I? So if I go... There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. Got some nice extra space in there, which is fine. And then we'll pop this university in there. And we're going to just shiftify that over so it gets to be in the middle. There we go. Excellent. And then a bit of car parking and detailing at the front. I mean, I like these ones so much. I'm thinking we might just add... a couple of those in like that, and then we'll grab a path and just come straight down the middle. Is that okay? Yeah, that doesn't overlap. Excellent. And then we've got crossings at the side here, so I don't think we're going to add another crossing in. And then I'm just wondering whether we could mirror the detailing over there or just go for something completely different. There we go. I think that will be fine. And then we just need to do a little something on the roads here. So you're going to give way, you're going to give way. Not going to do dedicated lanes or anything like that. There we go. And hopefully we'll get some students coming to there to help these people over here. Oh, I think that is almost filled in. Just got a few more housing spots, which is nice. A few more shops. So let's just see. Not enough workers. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what we've been working on. So hopefully now... wonder how many people do we have in here? Not even 1,000. Was hoping for more. So I think maybe we could do with filling this area in down here as well. Maybe even over to here too. So looking down from the top, I'm going to grab this road here. Now this is going to come down here and end in... I'm not quite sure what at the end. So... I'm just thinking if we bring that out straight and then maybe curve that, and that is just going to finish down here, maybe on a road that runs along the coast and attaches into this. We shall see. I'm not sure, but this bit over here I think is going to be a similar sort of setup to this. I'm just wondering, I mean, if we have this as the way in and the way out, yeah, maybe we could change that. So let's go for this one here. They'll be coming up this way, so we could have that. Oh, this is 1U. Let's go for 2U. This one here. So we go that going in, and then this one coming out. Oh, right first time. I think that might be better, and then they could go up around here, and that should be okay. And then we could just sort of build off of this. And I'm going to go for trees this time. Yeah, let's do that. Right, that's what we're going to go for along here. I'm just thinking, actually, we're going to take out a couple of roads there. So we've got this area here, and that area there. And again, we're going to have to put the services in, but we'll go for something a little bit different here. I'm just thinking of a nice sort of park that we could put in there. We've got like these plazas, haven't we? I always like these ones, and they look good. Let's have a look behind here. So if we pop in something like that, then we can grab our nice paths, and we won't be able to squeeze two in there next to each other. No, we could do. We turned off node snapping, but one up there will be fine. And then we'll do one there and one here. Excellent. We can decorate that a bit. Good, good. Then we need, I would say, another park here and another park there. And that would probably be enough park coverage for everything. What other options do we have? Let's have a look in here. Okay, so I'm going to use some of these because I know these are going to help us to unlock some of our unique buildings as well. So let's just go along here and add that in there with a nice path behind. Excellent. And then this one here, the Plaza of the Dead. Yeah, what's another large one? Quite wide. Yeah, we'll pop in that one. What's that one called? That is Lazarette Plaza. Excellent. And then we'll just run a little path behind that as well. So between all of that, that's given this quite a bit of coverage. And then I think we're just going to pop a couple of little teeny tiny dog parks in, as they don't take up much space. And we're really starting to increase the land value around here as well. I'm going to put these down the front so you can see them from the road, and they'll all look nice. There we go. Right, let me just pop some services in. And then again, I'm going to run another bus route round here, which is also going to kick in to this area. So what would be a good way if we come out here and if we go like over this way, sort of cut through the middle here, something like this. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. That's going to loop around. That seems a bit weird, that one there, but that's fine. That's given good coverage over that area. What's that going to give us? That's 42. Yeah, let's change the colour in that. And then it's probably got 48 buses. 5 buses, do you know what? That's probably going to be okay because we're going to have a lot of people in here. Let's get a zone over here. There we go, that should be okay. And then again, for this one, we are going to go for the international theme. There we go, which I think is possibly the default for the city anyway, so that's fine. And we'll leave everything else on. And then we are definitely going for high density, but I'm not going for the eco sort of ones over here. So we'll get, let's have a look. I feel like along the front here, just some low shops will be absolutely plenty. Like that. If anything, that might be too much. And I'm not going to put any more of those in. And then everything else, all around here, is all going to be high density. I think that is everything. A little hole in there, but that's fine. Don't really need walking paths. They can get round everywhere. I'll tell you where we will add a couple of walking paths, though, is like these little ones here where there's no road connection, but it's really close. It just seems rude not to. That's quite a way away. That's all fine. Yeah, oh, here we go. Look, one here. It means losing a building. If you put anarchy on, if you turn off collision, I think it still did it because I didn't click the button properly. Oh, whoops, sorry. You'll have to come back and rebuild your house. Yeah, we can go there. Not that one. I want that to be that. And I think that is it. So again, let's leave this running and see what we get in here. Do you know, actually, now I'm looking at this, this is going to have so many people in. Is there a metro line Yeah, see this metro line here, it's not got any line on it. Oh, that's because I'm not on the metro one. Let's try that again. No, it still hasn't. Oh, right, okay. So I think a stop in here would just be silly not to have something here. So if we say got rid of that, could I squeeze that in there? Yeah, there we go. Look, and we can, ooh, and we can join this up. And then we can run a line down here. So that could come along there, stop there, come all the way over here to here. And where does that continue to? Oh, over to here as well. Excellent. And then that can come all the way back, doesn't? Oh, yeah, it's above ground connection. That's why it wasn't showing up. Yep, there we go. So that's also going to help. Have I just missed a stop there somewhere? No, we've got that one. And then it's all the way through to here. That's it, and then all the way through there to complete the line. Fantastic. Some more naming that I need to do at some point. Is that going to be 12? Yeah, it's going to be 12. So let's change the colour of that. How many on there? 3. Yeah, why not? We'll see how that one goes. I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good. Right, excellent. Let us see what we get in here. Oh, there we go. I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. I think this little section here with the university in the middle just sort of makes this area, and that's really filled in nicely around there. Our population now is about 73,000. That's 3,000 higher than I thought. Still getting a few issues here with not enough customers to support the business, which is a bit odd, but I think that is going to sort of even out. And also education problems over here, I think. Oh, not enough goods to sell. We can check that another time. But overall, look at that. That's all coming nicely, and I'm really, really pleased. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Thank you very much for your continued support. Don't forget to be back here tomorrow for our vanilla snow, no modded playthrough. That is a great load of fun. So subscribe if you want to see that. Thanks for your support. Have a fantastic day. See you soon. Bye-bye.